Batch processing done in Mulesoft with the help of batch job. Batch job is used in three important scenarios. First, to migration of large volume of record from one system to another system. Second one, ETL kinds of work or job. And third one is to process large volume of record and message. It works in three phases: load and dispatch. In load and dispatch, it breaks the value into record and send the record to queue for batch step processing. In second step is on process record phase. In this phase, batch step receive the record from a queue and do the processing and send back to the queue for the next batch step processing. This will continue until the last batch will do the processing. Third one is a final stage or on complete phase. In this phase, statistical reports are made in which how many process has been done and failed or success is recorded.
Okay. And tell me the acceptance policies in the batch steps.
There are three acceptance policy in batch step: no failure, only failure, and all.
And can you explain them?
In case of no failure, the batch step will process those data that succeed to proceed in previous batch step. In no failure, the batch step will process those data that failed to process in previous batch step. And third means all. It will process all the records even if some data failed.
Okay, can you tell me the difference between this for each and batch job?
For each for each scope process, a small size of record and message. On the other hand, batch job is process large volume of record and message. For each scope for process on a single thread, and batch job process on a multiple threads. For each process on sequential basis, and batch job process on a random basis. In case there is error in for each scope, that it will stop the processing for the next record. On the other hand, batch stop, if error occur, it doesn't stop processing of remaining record data. For each scope is a for batch scope is a better to use in comparison to for each scope because of threads availability.
What is the advantage of using for each?
It process for each. Advantage of for each. Sorry, ma'am, I couldn't get the question. What is the
advantage of using for each scope?
For each scope we can use in when we need to process a small amount of data or message, or if we want to process record sequential basis, that time we can use for each scope.
Okay. Okay, so as you know that the batch job doesn't maintain the sequence, and to overcome this problem, is there any solution?
Yeah, I think parallel for each is there is scope in that is called parallel for each. I think we can use.
Okay, yesterday I told you to do some research about this parallel for each. Did you do it?
Correct, ma'am. Actually, I haven't read that because I was going through in my interview.
Okay.
That's why today I will do it.
You had an interview yesterday?
No, ma'am. Actually, there is a paper I was searching that I was expecting that question will be in that paper, but it was not there.
Okay.
So I need to search in the internet. That's why.
Okay, no worries. And can you explain caching in MuleSoft?
Yes, ma'am. Caching is a process of storing frequently used data in memory. It can be done with the help of a cache scope in MuleSoft. We use caching because its advantage, no time delay, and also it improve application performance. That's why we use caching.
Very good. And tell me something about this until successful scope.
Until successful scope is used for retry mechanism. We use when we use this data when we need to uh, data fetching is essential, and when the system is unstable, that time also we use this.
Okay. Name some DataWeave functions.
Max function means function size of functions, type of function is even function, is out function, order by function, group by function, distinct by function, split function, join by function, reduce function, flatten, filter, map object.
Okay. Can you tell me the DataWeave code for like subtracting 2 days from the current date?
We use now function, and sorry ma'am, I can't recall it right now. We can't recall it right now.
Okay.
Due to,
So
yeah.
first of all, tell me how can we add 2 days in the current day?
Okay, it's a now small bracket and plus pi p2 and day pi.
Okay. So you answered this very quickly. So it's almost the same in subtracting. You just have to give the subtract sign.
To decrease today, we need to subtract, give the subtract sign, minus sign.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me a function whose input is an array and output is an object.
Or Pluck function, ma'am.
Are you sure? Input is an array and output is an object.
No. Sorry, ma'am. Input is array, output object is a group by function.
Yes, correct. And what is the difference between this Pluck function and map object function?
Pluck function is used to separate key value pair in given object, and on the other hand, map object. It's map object, na, ma'am?
Yes.
When we need to change in a key value pair, that time use map object.
Okay. Can you tell me the input and output in both situations?
In case of Pluck, it's a input is a object, output is array. In case of map object, it's a input is object, output is also object.
Okay, correct. And okay, I'm done from my side. Do you have any question?
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Shadab sir, do you have